Well, would you take a look at where we've landed here today? It's haunted, it's orange, it's beautiful. Tippy-top of the morning to you laddies, it's me, Waddles, and welcome to a brand new Snapshot day, my dudes. Give that like button a warm Waddle welcome, if you know what I mean. And to take a look at this beautiful, brand new panorama. Of course, I've sped it up just slightly, but we're inside of a dappled forest biome. It's nice, it's bright, it's orange, and honestly, this autumn, the fall time, playing Minecraft like this, it's just gonna set the mood even more. I'm itching to set up my Halloween decorations, and now this panorama, it's gonna make me do it. Like after I film. Now, today's snapshot is still a snapshot. We're not in pre-release season quite yet, my dudes, and we've got tons of technical changes to take a look at. On top of that, though, we also have some gameplay changes to dive into, too. First up, now that you've subscribed to stay up to date with all of the Minecraft updates, the game mode switcher. This icon right here was a blank map in the last snapshot. Now it's the buried treasure map. Nothing else has been changed with adventure mode. It's just an icon revamp. But it's nice. Also related to maps, inside of the snapshot, we've got a little bit more consistency when it comes to the naming of our explorer maps inside of the game. As you can see by the hotbar, the different names popping up there, they are now going to be whatever the structure is, map. So desert pyramid, jungle pyramid, and so on, all the way through just about every single structure that we've got in the game. Previously, Shabam, the naming, it was kind of random. We had like Ocean Monument Explorer map, but then some of the other maps were just called like structure maps. So they went ahead and got rid of the Explorer part basically in all of the map names. Geggy Beans, world-renowned the Minecraft developer. Inside of this snapshot, we've got a massive change to the world loading. It's kind of hard to see, but we've got a before and after. After is on the right side, before is on the left side. This is all about chunk terrain loading in generation. First up, look at how much quicker the game loaded on the right. And second up, the chunks generating and loading in the world, they are doing so way quicker than they would have ever before. Now, obviously here, this is going to depend on your computer, how much it can handle, but wow, man. Whatever change they made over on the back end to world generation has sped things up like a crazy amount. Considering how Bedrock Edition just got 48 render distance with vibrant visuals, I wonder if we could maybe sometime soon, like next update, be potentially looking towards a slight raising or uncapping of the render distance maximum here. I mean, after all, with how much they've optimized and made this game perform better over the past year or so, it definitely feels like it's time to raise that render distance. I know Bedrock just performs better naturally, but it just blows my mind. Bedrock Edition can render 48 chunks with vibrant visuals, meanwhile Java, without any vibrance at all, it's only got a max of 32. Now, I wanted to check this out myself. I make a lot of Minecraft worlds, so I figured I would load one up, and wow, pretty much instantly my world loads up, and oh my gosh, before I can even really move around, everything around me has loaded in. Yeah, baby, that is way faster. I can notice that for sure, man. And on top of that, wow, look at this. As I fly around in this brand new world and start to load up chunks here, oh my gosh, the things, it's so smooth. Usually I would get like a tiny bit of stuttering here when I'm generating new chunks, but now, no siree, not at all. It just goes, man. Now, another thing that has been sped up inside of this snapshot is the locating of structures, across your world. If I locate a structure, the game, oh wow, the game is inputting this, outputting it like instantaneously now, instead of like a quick moment of thinking or whatever. The game just does it. Wow. It still always drives me crazy that the ancient city one does this. It should always put in the middle -32 in my opinion. Developers, if you're watching this, can we change this in the next snapshot? -32 places you right in the middle of the portal every single time. This would make locating with the command of the ancient city so much easier, man. And wait a second, I mean, it's already now all loaded in, but definitely when I set myself over to the actual city, it was way quicker, like the loading in of everything. For example, we could try another random structure I haven't been to quite yet, and wow, yeah, chunk generation is so much quicker in this snapshot. That's beautiful. Next up, the dappled forest biome. We have a slight change to world generation inside of the dappled forest in this snapshot, But don't get too excited. It's still heavily bugged, with floating logs and bare hills all over the place. I am genuinely floored that we have such a cool biome, and the devs have not touched it at all since its initial implementation, the snapshot cycle. Biome is still pretty small, pretty minuscule, but the shelf mushrooms, these little guys that generate all over the biome, they would sometimes prevent saplings from growing. I think this translates over to world generation as well. I haven't had very much time to test things out before and after quite yet, but if you were having trouble with trees growing thanks to these big old shelf mushrooms, thanks, man. Looking at you, guy who always comments on the videos called the shelf mushroom. Now the shelf mushroom will no longer narcissistically block out tree growth. It does still pain me that this biome is so small and so rare, though. Like, come on, Mojang, commit to the bit. Replace the forest and make it big. The header of the changelog here also got me really hyped. I thought we were going to get a snowy dappled forest or something like that, but alas, no. It's just a snowy polar bear scene with the dappled forest. I don't know. Oh man, now one quick look at this changelog here, and the large scale of it is pretty crazy for a snapshot all the way up to number 10. We've got a lot of technical changes here. A lot of those technical changes involving world generation again. Mojang, I smell you. We've got a lot of sifty business going on with completely different world generation, and yet again, another week, another round of world generation changes. Weird. This time, the developers have gone ahead and made preliminary surface level to chunk surface level, essentially making it a little bit more clear as to where the surface actually is and what that would mean. They have also changed ore veins enabled for biomes. Instead, they now have an ore vein material rule. What this means is that custom ore veins, maybe you wanted to make an ore vein for emerald that is built out of like a calcite and emerald ore, well, you can now actually pull that off pretty easily. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. If Mojang isn't planning on utilizing any of these data-driven world functions, then why the heck are they spending so much time developing it? Great question. I really think something concerning world generation big is on the way. Pair in the fact that the stuff has been reformatted to load really smoothly now, and man, it's even more of a sign. Now, I wanted to throw this next part in here next to world generation, even though it's not quite world generation, it is technical. Block transformers. We've got a block transformer registry with different rules in here. Basically, what this is going to mean is that transforming blocks. For example, a great one here is something like copper. When I place this down and then honeycomb it, technically that transformed into a new block. If I scrape that off, that transformed back into a different block. If I scrape the oxidization, that transformed yet again into another new block. Mojang has data-driven these block transformations, making it easier to make more complex blocks in the game, and blocks just be able to do more in general. It is now actually possible to change block states with this stuff, sounds, particles that should play, different faces that maybe shouldn't be interactable, and you could even change things like loot as well. The amount of things that you can do with these customizable blocks is truly insane, and it makes me wonder, what about something like, say, reinforced deep slate? Maybe you interact with this block and it transforms into something else when, like, a portal is lighting up or something? I don't know. Well, theoretically, that would be possible now. I'm sorry, man. All of this talk and thinking about the sift dimension, dude, I can't help it. Obviously, man, with the Dungeons 2 big announcement that happened last week, the sift is everything. You're going to want to stay tuned because coming up this week and this weekend, there should be even more announcements on the way concerning the new dimension, the new game, and even more. I will keep you updated here, so make sure you subscribe. Now, speaking of this brand new game, we've got new capes. As you may recall, there's a cape that looks something like this. There's a couple other for pre-ordering and buying the deluxe edition of the game. These are for Minecraft Dungeons 2, right? Well, last week, accidentally, the Minecraft Spanish account seemed to confirm that the Twisted Cape is for Java and Bedrock. How do I say it? Mi español es lacking, muy lacking even, so I can't translate all of this here, but Java and Bedrock, that's what they're saying. That tweet started to spread around because that's basically a direct confirmation, and then if you go look at the Minecraft Español account, it is now gone. I'm thinking that unfortunately this isn't going to be a surprise, it's more likely to be a big error. A Minecraft community manager definitely was not meant to say that because that is not true. Tragically, no new cape, but that would have been the smartest idea Mojang could have done to get people to, pick up dungeons too and maybe try it. That wouldn't otherwise. In other news, it wouldn't be a Minecraft, the 26.3 Snapshot with even more random end changes. First up, we've got the Shulker. I'm gonna need to get the Shulker to teleport somehow. This is hard. I don't really know the easiest way to do it. Maybe if I have you two shoot at each other and then, you hit each other somehow. I don't know. Don't you teleport around? Isn't there a trick to get him to do it? Do the trick, bro. There you go. You teleported and look at where those particles went. When the Shulker teleports around in the world, you caught it really quick, right? Just a second ago. Ooh, there are particle effects, the same enderman particles, interestingly. But particles are particles. Particle effects will pop up now when the Shulker teleports around the world for whatever reason. Maybe there's a block in the way. That's the easiest way to show it off. Yeah, they actually connect right to where the mob goes. Now, the enderman, same exact thing. The enderman, when it teleports, particles will now actually follow the ender guy around, showing you just where that guy actually kind of went. But wait, there's more. The chorus fruit. If I eat one of these things, the particles are moving around, showing where I teleported to too. If I can get that to happen again when I'm not under the ground, you can see I moved a couple of blocks. The particles go right over to me, and same thing again. So, in other words, a pretty massive snapshot for teleportation and, being able to track where things are actually moving to. One that I wanted to test out here, I'm pretty sure it's already worked like this. No, it doesn't work like that with the Ender Pearl. So that's one more Mojang that you've got to get on. The Ender Pearl particles are completely missing. Every week, man, literally every week, there's end updates at this point. Mojang, just tell us, what are you doing? The sift? The end? What is it? Minecraft main menu, Minecraft realms. Open up the menu, tap on add a realm, and wow, this is brand new. I love those tiny little pixel art scenes, always so beautiful. The tiny little style, it's perfect. This is all new information that has been added to the purchasing realm screen on Minecraft Java Edition. This kind of feels like Bedrock Edition with those little arcs. You've got all of your reasons as to why you would want to pick this up, maybe, and yeah, it's a nice upgrade. Inside of the snapshot, we've got a technical new command. It is /compute. If I /compute, then go ahead and say block, then go ahead and say maybe the block where I am, then I could go ahead and take a look at any of the information that I am trying to look at. For example, maybe cooking time. For the daily users here, the compute command is probably not going to be very useful, but if you're trying to add in blocks or change them, how they work, compute is very useful. They also changed the data command as well, another technical one. Last but not least today, enchantment buffs, we've got some. Enchanted zombie. Oh, you're holding it, man. If only you were wearing that, and if only it was enchanted. Now it would protect from damage of the durability of the helmet a little bit better. Does the zombie really deserve to live? I'm no moral philosopher. But this is real nice. I definitely had this issue in my world. I always forget that while a zombie is wearing a helmet, it actually takes durability damage from the sun. So right here, enchantments will now apply to items being damaged from protecting undead mobs from the sun. So if I had an Unbreaking 3 helmet, it should theoretically last much longer. And for today's snapshot, this week's, that's about it. We still don't have a release date, we still don't have a drop name, we still don't have dappled forest changes, and we still don't know when Minecraft Live is. There's a lot of unanswered, but hopefully soon we get some. Adios, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.